What's up, everybody? It's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out these tire chains from Titan Chains. They are going to be a cam design to tighten them up, and we're going to be putting on a 2022 Ram 1500. First thing you want to do is find out your tire size. The tire size we're working with today, it's always written on the tire here near the rim. It's going to be P275/60R20. Now these chains are going to be a ladder pattern with a twist design, so we have the twisted links up here. That usually makes for a smoother ride when you're driving. It's going to be good for starts and stops and getting over that snow. Taking a closer look, you can see the ladder pattern I was talking about, how the chain goes across the tire, and that's what makes it good for those starts and stops. The twist link is a little bit lower profile, not as aggressive as some of the other chains, so that's what helps you get that smoother ride. What's also nice about these, you got the built-in cams, and that's what's going to tighten it to the tire. So not only does it connect on the back and the front with the lever that pulls up some of the slack, you really see a difference when you go to use the tool that's included and turn these cams, which tightens the chains to the tire, which means you don't have to have a separate adjuster. They come in a quantity of 2, so you get 2 chains with this. You get a bag to carry it in, and this is the tool that you use for the cams, that's included. Now I will suggest maybe getting a plastic container to put the chains in. The bags don't usually last that long, but it is nice to keep them all in one spot and not let them sprawl out and take over the back of your truck or behind the seat or anything like that. Now, installing them isn't so bad. It's never fun to do it in the snow. I would practice in your garage a couple times just to make sure you get it right when you absolutely need to put them on in those instances, but it's not so bad. Check out how I did it. First thing we want to do is lay out our chain. Make sure there's not any twists or breaks in it before we go and set it on the tire. Now, I've laid it out with the cams out front because we're just going to lift it up in the center and set it on top of the tire. You also want to make sure the flat side of the chain goes on the tire too. You don't want this portion digging in. We're going to lift up the chain from the middle and set it in place. We're going to try and drape it over the tire. Maybe easier to grab it by the ends and set it on the tire because I'm trying not to hit anything with the chain. But it just drapes over. And once you get one started, it's pretty easy. Let it just sit in place. And I'll come back down here and adjust it, make sure it falls back behind this section. Bring this around. Make sure that goes around that side. There we go. Straighten it out here. Looks like we got it tangled up just a little bit on this end, so I'll work this through. All right, now we're ready to go around back and make our first connection. Here on the back side, we're gonna take our hook, put it through this link, and make our first connection. Now it looks like it is a little bit loose, but we're gonna adjust those cams up front and see if that doesn't pull out some of the slack. We're gonna come up to the front, I go to our second link here, put it around the lever, because this is gonna bring the chain all the way down. You bend it back, and that tightens it up against the tire. So that's pretty good right there, but now we can get some extra tight with the cam buckle. So I'm gonna go grab the tool and show you how to do that next. With the tool that's included, we're just gonna put it right here and then turn the cam, and you see it already got it a little bit tighter than it was. It came up from the bottom here. I'm gonna go on the other side and adjust another one and see how that does. And took all the slack out of there, and they are really tight to that tire. You're gonna repeat this for the other side. Make sure you drive back and forth just a little bit to make sure they are attached correctly to the tire. You don't have to make any adjustments after that. And once you're doing that, you're pretty much done. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this helped.